A bailout for commercial real estate. I mean, how can you sell that to the public, David?
Well, you know what, Charles? I'm not so sure we should be calling it a bailout, right? Maybe a backstop is something that I think people would understand a little bit better. There's two types of real estate I think that are in question. One is performing real estate that's performing, that has good sponsorship, that where the assets are good, where the tenants have long-term contractual obligations to pay, but that the landlords need to refinance because they have a refinancing obligation that's coming due. For those types of assets, which is really, I think, what people are looking for, they're looking for credit. They're looking for the ability to go to a bank in the absence of the CMBS market or a consortium of banks and get a loan, and they can't today. I think ultimately this is not taxpayer money that's going to go directly to developers. I think what this more likely ends up being is an amount of money that backstops banks to begin their lending process.
But isn't that what we're doing already? I mean, we've already given banks almost $350 billion.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the purpose of that money?
Sure. That was the purpose of that money.
So we need an entirely different program to get this going?
No, I think first we need an awareness that the commercial real estate sector is going to have serious difficulty going forward in the next 12, 24, and 36 months. I think we're in the eye of the hurricane. People don't really understand that there's refinancing risk on every piece of real estate that you see out there.
What are the broader ramifications for the country if commercial real estate developers don't get this money?
Well, Charles, play the scenarios out, right? You own a building on Fifth Avenue, and that building comes up for refinancing next month. And next month, you go to the bank and say, Mr. Banker, I'd like to refinance my building on Fifth Avenue. It has great tenants, long-term contractual rents. It's in a great position. I have credit. I'm a great quality landlord. I've never defaulted. And the bank says to you, well, you know what, Charles, I understand, but we're really not lending.
Right.
So
would you get this money from the banks via the government, or go directly to the government and get this money?
Oh, no, I think the most orderly, efficient way is through the banks.
But see, that's just it. We gave the banks $350 billion. You know, by the way, what kind of numbers are we talking about here, David?
Well, depending on who you believe, there's at least $150 billion to $250 billion of refinancing just next year. And that's about the same every year going forward. Right.